Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you a replay in the Mouse on Pilsen Assault whilst in a platoon with Curtis. And I just thought, because I've got a lot of LHM TV and E50 replays, I'll keep throwing in a different tank every now and again just to keep things interesting. So Pilsen, a map a lot of people dislike, but I really like, especially in a Mouse. And just so you know, this was before +1 -1, and it's when the platoon system was still broken, so the top of the team bar where it shows how many people are alive is going to be fucked, so just keep that in mind. Now, we're playing this game. I don't play the Mouse too often. Curtis loves his Mouse, so he asked me, every time we play, we always go out on a Mouse platoon. Now, the reason I never play the Mouse, and you're thinking, I go by the name Mr. Sidescrape, like you think I'd play a Mouse, but most of the maps in game are kind of big open maps with artillery, so, or just big open maps in general. And every time I go to pick a Mouse, I get vivid flashes of Malinovka and Prokhorovka with 3 artillery in my mind, and it makes me not want to pick the Mouse anymore. But Curtis wanted to go out in a platoon. We went out, and we got very lucky with Pilsen, because even though there's 2 artillery, this map's pretty decent for heavy tanks. Now, this is assault mode, and we are defending. And really, all you could do is just pick a side and hope the artillery isn't there. And looking at the mini-map, me and Curtis are going to come up to the north side of the map just because. Don't really know, really, on this map, just because. Take a bit of time to get there. We can go hull down, or, well, you know, come to this little slope up here and fight on the slope. It's usually what Pilsen turns into, a kind of fight between tanks, hull down. Thankfully, even though we don't have the most gun depression we ever ram off the turret, we're in a Mouse. It's a pretty well armoured vehicle. Now, there will be a couple of the M48 120 things. Do have decent heat pan, so I will need to watch out for that. Just coming to position now. It's taken a while, but this guy's massively out of position. I'm angling the hull, I'm angling the turret for him. But by doing that, I'm actually exposing my lower plate at a flatter angle to the M48 that's right at the back. So balancing more shots, and he does actually get a heat shell into me. Now while I'm fighting here, I just want to say, the Mouse has horrible rate of fire, and I think it needs a buff. Gun handling shite too, but they don't even necessarily need the buff. That would be nice, as I could pole snipe the M48 from across the map. But the Mouse needs a buff, and the reason I say that is, it has the same alpha damage as the Mouseian at tier 9, but has a half a second slower reload with the same alpha. Now I don't know how I understand you get more armor and more hit points, but if the Mouse had a bit more alpha, say 5, don't know why that's a thing, and I'd like Wargaming to buff it, but that'll probably never happen. Now, we've decided, we saw the other side of the map, and we thought that M48 could, if he wants to sit hold down over there, he can. We'll just leave him to sit over there, because it is assault mode. So we don't need to push him. Now look at the mini-map, you see that medium behind that building, he's going to disappear, but I'm not going to forget about him, so I'm going to pre-aim this corner. And, surprise, he wasn't expecting that. Now, you're going to see, we have the 50 TP, or 53 TP, whatever, over there. I'm going to open up the quick dial menu thing, and try and tell him to fall back. But I don't know how to use the quick menu. I was really confused, and I don't know how to. I can see it now, in retrospect, watching the video, to press R1 to switch screens, but I had no idea how to do it at the time, so if you wonder why I had the screen open and wasn't doing anything, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Now, APCR is going in, because there is an IS-4 over there, very nice tank, the IS-4, none of people know this, my favourite tier 10 Soviet heavy tank, of the tech tree variety. I've never played the 260, but I really like the IS-4. I think they put an APCR shell to the side of a Indian Panzer, because that was much needed. And now the IS-4 is going to start pushing. And you're going to see, every time I fire, I'm going to angle the turret back. And even when I do point out at them, I'm still moving the hull back and forward. Because if they miss the turret cheeks and hit the gun mantlet, or if they hit up or down at the flat cheeks, they will bounce. It's all about movement in the Mouse, as well as the angles. Now, I was saying, the IS-4 is just going to go fucking ham. Like, I thought he was going to stop at one point, get another shot in, he's just committing to the push. Now, while we finish him off, the M40-43 in our team, the tier 8 American artillery, I have so much respect for him in this game. Now, his name's, I think, Kaiser CC or Kaizen CC, something like that. His name sounds very familiar, but I don't know from where. But he's got a Jaeger in here, and he's run away to safety, which is good of him. And now look at the minimap. Curtis is turning around to fight the guys behind us, and I'm going to try and deal with the Jaeger. Get a cupola snipe, angle the front, he's going to fire at Curtis. And now that he's fired, I'm going in. Now watch what our artillery's going to do. I get a shot into a side. The artillery goes round and fires at the Jaeger. Does a full 360 after firing, comes back around. As you see, I'm aiming for the light tank, and I'm fully expecting the artillery to die. Like, I can't help him at the moment. But I turned back around, and the artillery's still alive, and he's successfully gotten around the Jaeger. So I'm off to go help the artillery now. Gonna go finish him off. We trade shells, I bounce his, he doesn't bounce mine. Now he's a one-shot and I have the reload advantage, but it's not over. The artillery comes back around and shotguns the Jaeger. And then I managed to snapshot the light tank and then go back to AP rounds. That artillery played so well. It's not often I compliment artillery, but that M40 did a really good job there, helping to distract that Jaeger. Now we just gotta finish a few people off. The artillery's in there. Me and Curtis have a lot of hit points. So Curtis can actually take a shot from the artillery. Even in the side, he isn't gonna die. Unless the artillery has an AP shell loaded, in which case you never know. So Curtis got to drive out there. He's got the hit points, doesn't really have to worry. Artillery hits you for 750 odd. And now it's time for us to go in. Now, I'm going to be a nipple and miss the shot. Dragon's going to get a free shot into my side. I don't care. I have so many hit points, he's not an issue. And I just want to get the arty kill. And now, what's going to happen is, there's a Dragon left with an artillery. The game's won. The enemy team cannot win this. And now, Curtis puts a shot in, and I'm saying, don't shoot him. We'll have a bit of fun, and like push him up against the wall, and just dick around a little bit. And you know, I'm going to start pushing him up. Unfortunately, the IS-7 on our team didn't get the memo that we were messing around. So it's going to come in and kill him. Now, I understand he's not part of our platoon or out or get the fun, but we were definitely going to win. He didn't need to do that. It was a bit of a shame, but nonetheless, this was my first ever ace tanker in the mouse. By the way, the artillery kept second. Kaizen CC, big shout out to him. It was a pleasure to see him playing artillery that way. Just 6k damage, 3700 blocked, 4 kills, decent profit, was an ace tanker, and finally, Mr. Sidescrape has aced the mouse. It felt a bit weird to not have aced the mouse with that username, but now I have. So, thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.